Once upon a time, there was a small village amidst forests and mountains. At the heart of the city, there was a monastery where monks used to live. These monks were meditating and serving the people. Among the monks, there was a young monk who was very dedicated, and he was known for his courage and adventures. One day, in the village, rumors came out that there was a dangerous dragon in one of the caves in the forest. That news terrorized the people of the village. Then the villagers approached the monastery, and the villagers said to the monk about the fearful dragon. The young monk also listened to the difficulties of the villagers. Then that young monk, out of compassion towards the villagers, decided to go to the cave where the dragon with the dreadful eyes burning like fire resides, to rid the village of its tyranny. The young monk took the blessings of other elderly monks and went out for the journey towards the cave, which was in the deep forest. He, after starting his adventurous journey, encountered many difficulties, numerous obstacles and challenges. But the young monk was determined to find the cave in which the dangerous dragon took the shelter and was terrifying the people. The young monk continued his journey, blessing those people who were seen in his way and were afraid of the dragon, offering them solace. The young monk had put his faith in his masters and continued his journey towards the cave in which that dreadful dragon took shelter. After a long journey with so many obstacles and challenges, finally that monk reached the dragon's cave. He then entered the cave slowly with lantern in his hands. He then, with a calm mind and unwavering faith in his masters, was going deeper and deeper into the cave. He, after traveling some distance, came face to face with the dangerous dragon, whose eyes were like burning fire. But that young monk, who was devoid of any fear in his eyes, spoke to the dragon with love and compassion like this: "Look, my dear dragon, why you are fearing all the people in the village? What will you get out of it? We are all the beings created by God. We are all His children with different forms. You should not have the terrible nature of killing the people with your poisonous venom. You must live in harmony with the world around you." But the dragon did not listen to the words of the young monk and tried to kill that monk also with its terrible claws and fangs. But even in that situation, the young monk stood calmly without any reaction. He tried to make the dragon free of its terrible and dangerous nature. Then he continued to speak with the dreadful dragon like this: "Oh, my dear dragon, you must have love and compassion towards all the beings. Unnecessarily, you are terrifying the villagers. What is the use? Because of your cruel nature, everybody will hate you. If you try to calm down, understand the importance of love and connectivity of all the beings with you, you will change your dangerous nature and try to stop hating people, but try to love them as your fellow beings." By listening to the words of the young monk, slowly and slowly its dangerous nature was fading away, and its eyes, which were like burning fire, became calm and dimmed down. Then the dragon confessed that with its deadly nature it feared and killed many people, and asked the monk for forgiveness. The young monk blessed the dragon and forgave him. He taught the dragon the way to live with love for other beings and showed the way for redemption. After this, both the young monk and dragon came out of the cave at once. Now the dragon's eyes were softened with love and compassion towards its fellow beings rather than its eyes, which were burning like fire. Then the monk returned to his monastery. The news that the young monk gained control over the dragon spread like the wildfire in the entire village, and all the villagers became very happy because now they will not be having any harm with the dragon again. All the villagers thanked the young monk, and then the young monk blessed all the villagers, and from then the village was free of any tension and fear of the dragon's attack. They got to know the power of love and compassion. But that young monk was devoid of any ego even after winning the dragon. He was as humble as before. He took the blessings of elderly monks and his masters and lived without any ego even when people were giving so many respects and compliments and treated him as a real hero. Friends, from this story, we should learn to be with love and compassion towards other beings. Those beings may be humans or other species, and also we should learn how to be calm and peaceful even in many difficulties. When we are suffering from an ailment, we should not fear as that young monk who was calm when the dragon tried to kill him. When in sufferings, we also must stand firmly and understand the problem and then calmly think of that and how we can get a remedy out of that problem. We will definitely get a solution if we think with calm mind without fear of the problem. We can also learn from the story that we should not get any ego when we get success in our work or studies, but we should be humble towards masters, great people, and towards the people who helped us. From this story, we also must learn the courage to face our problems boldly. Here in this world, we see that our hearts are all filled with fear. As a young monk did not leave the courage and bravery while his journey towards cave where the dragon lived and softened the dreadful dragon, we must also kill the dragon of fear and darkness from our minds. So, from this story, we must learn that we should be courageous while facing problems and challenges in our lives, and also learn how to show love and compassion towards other beings, and learn that we can transform anybody with our love. So, love others as you love yourselves, and see how transformation occurs in our lives.